Welcome to the first episode ever of MIXGUS music production tutorials and reviews. Today we're looking at the TK Audio BC1-THD. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. BC1-THD is a VCA-based stereo bus compressor, and it's based off the classic SSL compressor from the 4000 series consoles. And Thomas Christiansen has added some bells and whistles to the design though, so let's dive in. Starting on the left. I should say before anything else, every single knob on this unit is stepped for easy recallability, and that is really good, I think. So, starting from the left, we have the threshold, ranging from minus 20 dBs to 20 dBs in 1 dB steps. Next to that, we have the external sidechain button, which engages the sidechain to the detection circuit and is connected via TRS on the back. Following that, we have the ratios of 1.5 to 1, 2 to 1, 4 to 1, and 10 to 1. And then we have 3 selectable high-pass frequencies for the detection circuit, and they have the frequencies of 80 Hz, 150 Hz, and 220 Hz if you push both buttons down together. Following that, we have the THD, and that adds even harmonics to the signal. Below that, we have the grab button, which was added to this revision of the BC1 series compressors, and it adds a harder threshold knee to all the ratios, making it sound a bit more like the classic SSL type compressors, and it will also be a bit less transparent, more grabby, as one would think. Following that, we have the attack, and we have a whopping 10 attack times, ranging from super fast 0.1 milliseconds to super slow 120 milliseconds, and everything in between, so you have a great versatility there. And following that, we have the release with 6 release times from 50 milliseconds to 1.2 seconds, and also the audio release, of course. Then we have the gain reduction meter, displaying the RMS signal of the compression, opposed to lots of plugins which displays the peak level of gain reduction. So you will see a bit less movement on the needle here to yield the same kind of compression results. Next to that, we have the makeup gain, stepped in 1 dB steps from 0 dBs to 20 dBs. Skipping the mute dry for now, we have the blend control, which effectively blends the dry signal with the compressed, and it ranges from 0 to 10, or I would say 0 to 100% in 5% steps. So left of that, we have the mute dry, and it mutes the dry signal if you have a blend on your compression. So you could tweak your compressed signal more easily. Next to that, we have the in button, which engages and disengages the compressor. And of course, a power button. Alright, so that was the features of the BC1-THD. So let's split the screen and listen to some audio examples. So I prepared some drums, and the drums are kind of mixed, but there is no processing on the drum bus or the master bus. So we're just going to use the BC1-THD for that. And we'll start with this disengaged, and then we're going to engage it and fiddle around a bit. So let's have a listen. Okay, so as you can hear, the compressor is kind of versatile. I messed around a bit with the blend control and the compression ratios and attack times. And I will take it for another pass and mess around a bit more. And I will explore the 1.5 to 1 ratio a bit and try to get some kind of transparent, gluey type of compression on the drums. So let's go. Right. Sounds great to me. And now I will try and do the opposite and kind of smash the drums a bit and blend it in. Let's go for that. Alright, so as you can hear, it's really diverse kind of compression from this one unit. I can really smash the drums and blend it in nicely, or you can have this kind of subtle, gluey type of compression, where, you know, like, I feel like as if the kick and the snare are here first, they're kind of far apart, and when I compress it, they are like a kit again, you know, glued together. And this does the magic on that. And I will try to mess around a bit more. I will try and go for some kind of what I would go for in the mix. More like a pretty hard compression, but not as hard as this one. And I will blend it in kind of a bit more. Then now the blend knob is about 50%, I think. Yeah, 50, 60 somewhere. And I will try to get a good balance going. So let's go for another run. So, something like that. I really like playing around with the THD and the grab on this one for drums. Like, they're really useful tools. You know, I can see myself using the grab a lot for drums, and maybe on the mix as well. The THD, you know, it's not a world of a difference. I think it adds some sheen to the cymbals. I don't know if it's like a mojo thing, but I like it in most of the times. And overall, very versatile. Okay, so new day, new clothes. I thought we'd do a comparison to some plugins, not scientifical at all. VCA-based plugins compared to the TK BC1-THD. So I have chosen to work with the SSL G Comp and the Slate Digital FG-Grey. And I put the attack, the release, and the ratio the same across all units. And I messed around with the threshold a bit to kind of yield the same kind of compression all over. So, without further ado, let's have a listen. So, yeah, as I said, not scientifical at all. It's just to demonstrate some of the differences in tonality across the compressors. And let's move on. Okay, so new day, again, new clothes, busy times. I thought we'd do the same kind of comparison as we did with the drums and the plugins, comparing to the BC1-THD, but with some more instruments to the mix. So let's dive into that. All right, so I thought I'd tweak the settings a bit on the BC1-THD and see how it sounds on the full mix, just as we did the drums earlier. So let's go. All right, to sum things up, personally, I'm really impressed by this compressor. I think it's a beast of a unit, and at this price point, it's the best I've heard. Not that I've heard every compressor ever made in this price range, but just the versatility of it is amazing. It works great on the mix bus as well as on the drum bus, and the mix knob makes it just so much more usable to me. And yeah, thank you for watching this first ever episode of MIXGUS music production tutorials and reviews. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the bell as well. And bye.